I'm here with none other than Jeremy McGrath, 7-time Supercross champion. We're sitting down with Jeremy, going to ask him a few questions. Jeremy, what have you been up to?
You know what? I've just been riding dirt bikes a little bit, still at home, and last week I did some Honda testing, but mostly, I've been kind of trying to stay around home with my wife's health and stuff like that. So things are going well. I'm here to report that she's feeling good, feeling stronger, and healing nicely, and the doctors are happy with that. So, yeah, as long as she's doing well, then we're doing well.
Okay, and you're still actively involved with Honda testing. How's that been going? Are you doing race bike testing, production testing? What does that all entail?
Yeah, I'm still actively involved in the Honda testing, and it's for the race team. So, it's been going well. We're starting on the outdoor projects now for a motocross series that's coming up. So, yeah, things are going good. Gives me a reason to get out and ride, have some fun, and try and help the young guys that are riding the bike.
How often do you are you able to ride?
Well, I mean, some weeks I don't ride, and some weeks I ride, 2 or 3 times. Like in the last week, I've rode a lot. I rode 3 days Honda testing motocross right before San Diego Supercross, and then after San Diego, I went to Baja and rode for 4 days. Just got back on Wednesday night, took Thursday off, which is Valentine's Day, and then came here. So I've ridden about 7 days in the last 10, so that's been pretty good.
Well, we should make it known we are at the Indianapolis Dealer Expo. What are your thoughts on it, man? You've been signing autographs all day.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the funny thing is I tried really hard throughout my career to never come to this show, and I've ended up here 3 or 4 times. This time, Bel Ray has me out here. We're doing some work. Bel Ray was a supporter of the team and a supporter of me, so it's really cool to be involved with such an iconic brand. The show has been good. We've been 5 hours. I did 5.5 hours today signing, and the line was solid the whole time. So I'm proud of that. People still know who I am, which is nice. And yeah, every once in a while you got to get out here and get a dose of reality. Get to see the fans, see the people that are, taking care of the sport, and yeah, it's been good.
I mean, of course, you're still an iconic figure. Even today's racers, you were their hero growing up. You were one of my heroes. I mean, you're still so entrenched in the sport. How does that make you feel?
No, it's good, and I appreciate that. And it's funny because I'm a fan of the racers that race today, and I'm still a fan of the guys that I liked before I was a top star in racing. It's neat. I find myself I'm staying active enough to where, it keeps the brand alive, and it's not something I'm trying to do. I'm just doing it because I love it. So, it's still good to be involved with stuff like this and just the sport in general after, 10 plus years of retirement.
As for today's racers, I mean, Supercross has been really wild, a bit unpredictable. What are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I mean, sheesh, it's been awesome. I think Supercross has been amazing. It's kind of like a roll of the dice every weekend, who knows? I think a lot of us thought that Villopoto was going to kind of run away with it because that's kind of what's happened in the past. However, we've been all surprised by a lot of different winners this year. I think one of the biggest surprises is Millsaps, of course, who we all thought would never get his act together. And I'm proud of that guy. He's doing really good. I think Trey Kennard's story's been awesome. He's riding really good after that big injury last year. Barsha's done really well. So, as a fan, we're in good shape. It's good. We don't know what's going to happen. I mean, we can't even really pick a winner at this time. So, it's nice.
Do you give Honda riders, Kennard and Barsha, do you give them any feedback, any of your expertise from your days racing?
No, I'm not really a mentor. Those guys, if they had any problems with anything and needed anything from me, I'm always available. But I do more just work on the bike and test the bike and kind of get that ready for them to go test, and then they kind of dial it into their spec. But it's just, you know, I love these kids and love the sport. I just don't want to. I'm not going to push myself on anybody. I think you know, I have helped some of them in the past with starts and some things like that, but you know, they go way faster than I ever did, so maybe it'd be hard to help them.
Well, it's true you taught Kennard how to do the knack-knack.
Yeah, actually Trey's gotten pretty good at it, so yeah, it's cool. He's a fan of the knack-knack, so it's cool.
Now, how do you still find enjoyment in riding? I mean, you've done it for so many years. I know you started as a BMX racer, yeah, but to just do it for so long, you've sustained injury after injury. You've come back, still chosen to ride. Yeah. How do you do it?
Well, I mean, you know, it's not all about how fast I go. It's I love it. I mean, I think that me still riding today, doing the things I'm doing today, is because I have the passion for it. You know, and I think that's. I don't know, you know, that's one of the things that's changed in our sport that I'm not, you know, not that comfortable with. You know, these guys that race, they made it too much of a job, too much business aspect, and you know, they took all the fun. It seems like all the fun's taken out of it. I ride because I love it. I ride it because it's fun, and you know, it's okay for me the way these guys are treating the sport, because that just means that they won't be able to race long enough to catch my record. So I'm okay with that also. So, you know, as a fan, I wish they would just cheer up and have some more fun, have some more camaraderie, and enjoy what they're doing, because I can tell you this, I guarantee they don't want to be out slinging drywall or something for, you know, Monday through Friday.
How important are those records to you?
You know what? I think they weren't that important when I was younger, but now that I'm getting older, it seems, you know, it's more historic, I guess. You know, it's pretty cool. The older I get, the more someone gets numbers. I mean, there's nobody really close yet, but the more numbers that come out, you know, it's more like I get more protective over it. So I think we're safe for a while.
Do you ever look back on your career and think, man, that was a blur, or do you remember specific races? I mean, how do you reflect on your career that you had?
You know what? I mean, I think if I didn't win so much, I might think of it as a blur. But I mean, I have great memories from a lot of wins, a lot of different wins. I mean, those are the things that timestamp my career, sort of like music does for all of us. You know, in some ways it was a blur because it was so fast. It happened so fast. You know, the older you get, the more life speeds up. It's really weird. And certainly when you have kids, you know, the hourglass turns over and you're like, holy crap, where did the time go? So, you know, like I've always said, and I just feel blessed to have the career that I had and be healthy right now. I still enjoy riding like I did when I first started. And, yeah, I'm just feel pretty lucky.
And you're still the king of Supercross. Thank you for the interview.
Still got the records. Thanks.